Today's lesson is about dynamic stretching and some mobility exercises, a key component in any phys ed lesson, which definitely leads to a higher quality of life, as shown by research. So, first one that we're going to do is lateral flexion and extension of the neck. Basically, looks like this. Take your chin, tuck it down to your chest, hold it for a split second, and then back. We're going to repeat this anywhere from 6 to 10 times. Then we move on to the next one. We'll have some lateral flexion. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our left ear and try to touch it down towards our shoulder. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Our next one that we're going to do is just going to be a basic rotation. Standing athletic, knees slightly bent. We're going to look over our right shoulder and then over our left. Our right, and then our left. Our right, and then our left. Our right, and then our left. Then, the way that I would normally move through any of my warm-ups is I try to start from the top and work my way down, or from the bottom and work my way up. That way we don't miss any body parts. Okay, so we hit the neck. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do another rotational exercise, just with our shoulders. Standing feet a little more than shoulder width apart, knees bent. Bringing them forward and rotating them around. Do this about 6 to 10 times in each direction. Okay, those will be some shoulder circles. All right, the next one that we're going to do, so we're going to move down to our trunk, or our hips. Place our hands on our hips, standing athletic again, feet a little bit more than shoulder width apart, knees bent. Twist to our side, trying to get our body to a perpendicular position in each direction from the plane of our body. Those would be some hip circles. The next one that we're going to do is going to be a half squat, or it could be a full squat depending on the individual. What we're going to want to do, take our hands, interlock our fingers behind our head, stand feet more than shoulder width apart, bend our knees, making sure that we are upright and we maintain contact with our feet on the ground at all times. We should not come up to our toes. This is a great exercise for lengthening the hamstrings and for anyone that has problems with their lower back. Great way to sell this exercise to anyone. Okay, hands behind our head, and then we come down as far as we can. If you can only come to this far, then that would be where you start. If you can go all the way down, then you will. And then we're going to hold it for a count of 24. Okay? Back up. That would be a half squat or a full squat. Now, we're moving down to this part of our body, our quads. All right? Here's what we're going to do. I call it the flamingo stretch. Easy way for the kids to remember it. You're going to alternate from your left to your right leg. So, right leg, hold, making sure to keep your leg in line with your body. Hold. Hold it for a second, making sure that our leg stays in line with our body, that we're not coming out here. And this will be stretching out the front of our leg. At the same time, working on balance. All of these exercises improve core strength. Super important. The next one that we're going to do, it's called a lunge twist. Here's what it looks like. You're going to do a basic lunge. So we're going to take a big step out. With our right, drop our left knee down to the ground almost, and then twist to the side that we lunged at. And then we stand back up and come to center. Step out with our left, drop our right knee all the way down, twist to the side we lunged at. Come back up. One more time, big right step, drop your left knee down to the ground, twist, back up. Left knee down to the ground, twist, back up. That's a lunge twist. Now that we're on to lunges, we're going to move to what's known as the Spider-Man lunge, one of my favorites. Not very complicated. Here you go. You're going to take a big step out with your right foot. You're not going to bend the left leg. You're going to keep it straight. You're going to take your right hand, the side that you lunged with, and reach to the inside of your ankle and place your elbow on the inside of your knee. Then you're going to take your left hand, put it on the ground, making sure that our left leg is straight. And now we're going to press our hip down to the ground. While we're doing that, we're going to press our elbow in that direction. And then you're going to count. 1, 2, 3. Come back up. Now you're going to do it with the other leg. Take a big step out with your left, remembering to keep the right leg straight. Toes are in contact with the ground behind us. Lunge. Take your left hand, put it around your ankle. Left elbow is now starting to press in that direction. Right hand on the ground. Press our hip down to the ground. 1, 2, 3. What it would look like as we move through the year. Okay. Now we're going to be doing a standing march. We're going to start off on our toes. And what we're going to do is this. We're going to take a step with our left. Touch our right toe to our left hand. Trying to keep the leg as straight as we can. This stretches out the hamstrings, but it also focuses on core strength. Back on our toes, take a step with our right. Take a step with our right. Left foot to right hand. Standing on our toes. Taking a step with our left. Left hand to right toe. This is what it would look like in full speed. Okay? Next one we're going to work on. It's one of my favorites. Great for the lower back. It's called the supine scorpion, or just the scorpion if you want to keep it simple. Going to lay down on the ground, flat, arms out to our side, chin on the ground. You're going to take your right foot and reach up and try to touch your left hand. And then you're going to alternate. That is the scorpion. This one we're going to work on, I call them metronomes. Metronomes. You're going to lay on your back, hands flat down to the ground. Your legs going to be straight up in the air. This will also stretch out the hamstring and the lower back while increasing core strength. Touch down to the ground. Touch to that side. Touch down to the ground. Touch to that side. Touch down to the ground. Touch to that side. Switch legs. Left leg up in the air. Touch down to the ground. 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 Leg down. While we're on the ground, one that we can do, we pull our knee to our chest, and that is the name of it. You're going to take your knee and pull it to your chest while you're maintaining the flexion of your ankle. You're pulling your toe to your body, interlocking your fingers, placing them over your knee, pulling to your chest. Hold for a split second, and then switch. Interlocking our fingers, grabbing our knee, pulling to our chest, making sure we are pulling our toe towards our knee, and then down. And then switch. And then down, switch, and then down. Switch, and then down, switch, and then down. The next one we're going to do, while we are standing, we are going to do what is known as some arm swings. I like to call them hugs to make it a little bit more fun. Standing athletic, knees bent. Basically just giving ourselves some hugs. We want to make sure that when we do this, that we're keeping our arms up by our shoulder. Okay, this will be stretching out front part of your chest, your pectoral muscle. Also, it's increasing balance and core strength because we're keeping our knees bent, both feet in contact with the floor fully. All right, there are some dynamic stretches for you. Again, the reason that we do them is to increase mobility while increasing core strength. Two things that everyone can use later on in life. That's how I would sell that to my students.